Hello, beautiful human. Siiickbrain going to be in the studio any second. But first, I want to tell you about the mattress that changed my life. If you are looking for a mattress, get the one I sleep on. I've been sleeping on it for over a year, Dan.
Well, I'm tired. I could use one of those.
Yeah, dude, you clearly don't have a great mattress. You need a Vibrasonic by Beyond Sleep. This thing has memory foam, so it understands your body. When you get hot, it gets cold. The adjustable base that it comes with aligns to your spine. Plus, this thing has 6 subwoofers built in.
Woo, woo, woo.
So it connects to your sound system or to your TV or to speakers. It also comes with speakers. It's incredible. You'll watch movies differently, play video games differently, listen to music differently, listen to your favorite podcast differently, meditate in a whole new way. Go beyond. Try out the Vibrasonic. I'm telling you, I sleep on it every night. It's literally the only mattress in my house. Everybody in my family has it. So let me know how you like it. Hello, beautiful human. I'm Zach.
Hi.
That is Dan. And we welcome to the studio Siiickbrain.
Woo!
Hi, thanks for having me, you guys.
I'm going to be very honest. I'm slightly dyslexic. And for many years, I thought your name was Siiickbrain.
A lot of people did. A
Yeah.
lot of people did.
I literally
Pretty
came in
funny.
one day and I was like, oh, I met Maggie Lindemann's friend, Siiickbrain.
And I was like, I don't think that's their name.
It's so funny. You can call me whatever you want.
We were talking about your hair the second you come in.
Mhm.
How much of your personality starts at the head?
I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like it's just giving very bald scary, but when I walk into a room, I'm just so silly. I don't know. I don't know.
And this was literally by chance, right? You were a
Oh,
part of
yeah.
a hair show or a hair class and they cut your hair.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago when I was living in New York, but my hair, I was growing it out since then, and it got super, super damaged because I was bleaching it and doing all this crazy shit to it all the time. And I was like, it's so damaged. I need to just start over. This was in 2016, and then I shaved it and didn't, never went back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is this story about a hair show? Is that bull squash?
No, it's real. But I did go to a hair show when I was, younger, and they cut my hair off.
They did. So you knew you had the potential to be bald early on.
Well,
But let's be honest, not everybody has a face.
you know what? I felt my head before. And you know how you can feel your head and you're like,
No.
I have dents or lumps or something.
Freaks me out.
You know what I mean? And I have 2 dents on the sides of my head.
You got
You
head
know?
dimples?
Yeah, can you see them?
Interesting.
Yeah, but I was just fuck it. My hair is so fucked up. I need to just shave it and restart.
And why do you never turn back?
Because it's so easy. And also, you guys, this is so silly, but one year for Halloween, I actually have dreams about growing my hair back out. And I'm like, maybe I should do it because it could be a fun moment. I've been bald since 2016, you know what I mean? But for one Halloween, I was like, I'm going to be a basic bitch. And I covered all my tattoos and I wore a wig. And then I showed up to all the places that I always go to. And everyone's like, oh my God, hey, and they let me in. And I showed up and they were back of the line. And I'm like,
Really?
What? Yeah, because they didn't recognize me. And I'm like, I don't think I like this very much.
You don't want to blend in.
I guess not. Or I guess I've just been bald for so long that it's what's going to happen? If I grow my hair out, no one's going to recognize me? I'm not going to have any friends anymore, you guys?
How often do you have to shave it, though? Isn't that a lot of work keeping up with, the buzz?
I shave it, every 3 days just because I don't buzz it. I used to buzz it, but then I was just I'm just going to shave it in the shower, with a regular.
Just a straight razor, straight to the head.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's so funny. I do it every 3 days and I always miss a spot without fail. I missed a spot over here the other day before a photo shoot and I'm just okay, great. Guess I'm just going to rock this for a few days.
You're really fascinating.
Thanks.
I hope you don't mind talking about it. Obviously, we're going to talk all about the music, but I do believe that music is rooted in who we are as people, right? And where we come from.
Yeah.
And your story is really interesting. You grew up in a really tiny conservative place in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and you suffered from something that, and is suffered even the right word? Because I think so. Agoraphobia, in a lot of cases, could be debilitating.
Yeah.
And you went through that.
Mm-hmm.
How does one realize that that's what they have, and then how do you even conquer that?
Well, I guess like at the time, like there was so much going on in my head that I didn't even realize that it was agoraphobia that I was suffering from. I was just like, I can't go outside. Like I'm gonna pass out. My anxiety is so bad that like I don't even, I would have. There was this point where I couldn't even go to school, so I would have like teachers come and knock on the door, and I would like run and hide. It's kind of silly, like thinking about it now, but definitely at the time it was kind of what was really hard because my family was really worried that like I wasn't gonna ever do anything with my life. And then I realized as I got older that I think that a lot of the agoraphobia was like rooted in trauma from my hometown.
Can you
Because
explain that?
yeah, I mean, I feel like growing up I just like dealt with like a bunch of crazy things happening to me, but that made me like I guess scared to like interact with other people. And yeah, as I like got older and I was like, you know what, like maybe let me try to go to college, and like I tried to go to college that was like 3 hours away, and I was kind of like, okay, why am I like doing a little better? And then I moved to New York from North Carolina, and then I was doing even better, and then I was like, cool, let me go to LA. And
So it was really pushing yourself out of your house, which, I mean, you had to adapt.
yeah, and I mean a lot of therapy too,
Yeah.
and medications, but
What do you learn about yourself from being alone for so long? Because that's a lot of solo time.
yeah. I never really thought about that, but I feel like I guess I learned like I have my own like taste in things, and I feel like my brain is wired like kind of in a weird way, and I learned to like entertain myself for sure, but I mean, being alone for so long can definitely be super, super isolating and make you feel like no one really understands you once you're like super used to like being alone for such a long period of time. I mean, it was really difficult to start being social again. I still have like really weird like social anxiety. But I don't know. I mean, being alone definitely fed my creativity for sure, because I had so much space to like let my mind wander without any distraction, I guess,
It was
or
just
any
you.
influence
Totally.
from other people. For
How,
sure.
How would you consume the outside world?
How would I consume the outside world?
Yeah, back then. Like, would it be, I mean, obviously connected, right? The internet is something then.
Yeah, for sure. But also, like, I was from a really small town, like, and it was when I just like wasn't on social media like that, you know? And I like lost all my friends, low-key. So I didn't really have like, honestly, it was just kind of TV
Wow.
and music. Yeah.
I mean, you look at that and hard to lose all your friends, to miss out on so much, right? Just literally like in the confines of your room. It turns into a prison to a certain degree. But there is something about, I don't know, being able to explore yourself and then like explore music and culture. Do you regret any of that, or do you look back on any of that and say, fuck, wish it was different?
Like exploring the music part?
Well, just having agoraphobia, God's truth.
Oh, no. I'm like, literally, it's so funny. I'll have these conversations sometimes with people when I'm like trying to, I have like a lot of friends who also like go through shit all the time. Obviously, we live in LA and like are in the music industry. Like, so I feel like I'm listening to a lot of people's trauma a lot. And one of the things that I tell my close friends is like, I'm like glad kind of that I've been through shit, because it's definitely made me who I am as a person, and it's made me definitely more empathetic and understanding just for like humanity. I feel like it's really hard. It's really hard, like being surrounded by people that like where it really feels like they don't understand you. And when people are going through trauma or like anxiety or something, like the most comforting thing is feeling like someone can understand the way that you're feeling. So I feel like just knowing that, like, I don't know, you can come out the other side for real, like not on some corny shit, but like you can come out the other side like stronger and better as a person, in my opinion.
It is
than you were
true.
Before, yeah.
I mean, it is corny to say, but like what doesn't kill you does make you stronger, and like experiences do add. You know, we are what we go through.
Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
I'm on a mentally another level right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm going through a lot emotionally, so I'm like figuring it out. This is a good conversation.
Really?
This is good. This is good. I like myself in this space.
Aww.
Yeah, I like myself going through a little sadness. It's good.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's rough, eh?
Yeah.
Rough. I listen.
Dude, life sucks.
Oh my god, it is. It does suck, but it's also such a blessing and so much beauty.
Dude, yeah. And I feel like if you didn't get all the shitty parts, you wouldn't realize like how great it can be. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So your makeup becomes something for you, but right, like a way of expressing yourself, but it starts as like a different sort of need. It fills.
Mhm.
Can you explain that? Like back in the day, I mean, like even because right, like makeup was a huge thing, and even the brand you're building today is going to
Yeah.
turn into something that is more
Yeah.
than just music.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, like, what was the question about makeup?
You end up like, correct me if my timeline is
No,
wrong
you're
here,
so fine. Don't worry.
right. So
Yeah.
you end up exploring makeup,
Yeah.
right, as a way to like. You're going through a bunch.
You really did your research.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know more than I do.
No, we have, but like we are fascinated, and
Yeah.
I am, and also your fashion's really sick. What the boots seem like a fucking process to put on.
They're not. They have zippers on the sides.
Okay,
And
got it.
also, bro,
Tell me.
this zipper on the other side of my pant was so jammed this morning. I was just like, fuck it. I just look super lopsided today. But honestly, whatever.
No, it works.
Yeah, I'm just like, sometimes style is just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? And then that's what turns out looking cool. It's like when you just don't give a fuck.
I feel like people think the opposite all the time.
Dude, yeah, people overthink everything. Also, me too, sometimes.
Do you overthink music?
Sometimes. It depends.
How about this album?
Oof. Honestly, some songs. Some songs.
Which songs?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was like really experiencing a lot of things during this album. And like one of the songs that I have on there was like kind of about like an experience that I had with someone that I was like really like nervous to put on the album, but it's also very vague, so I feel like no one really knows what the fuck I'm talking about on it.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, besides that, I feel like I'm very like I try not to overthink my music because I feel like it'll lose something if I overthink it.
Totally.
Yeah.
When you're making this music, are you making it solely for you?
Mostly, honestly.
At what point do you realize it's for everybody else?
When I get like messages, it's like, oh, you saved my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone keeps like
That's okay.
put it on airplane.
What do those messages mean to you? Is that fuel?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It definitely like makes me feel like I'm doing what I should be doing, because it goes back to like me talking about like when I like to speak about trauma and like help my friends feel better. It's like I like to help people feel better, and if I can provide like an escape or like, you know, just let someone know that they're not alone in music. Or even like if someone's too afraid to scream, like I'll scream for them in the song and they can listen to it in their car on full blast and like maybe feel better.
Is that how you? Is that the emotion or the picture or the intent with the screams when you're in the studio? Do you is like that's I never thought of it like that. before, ever.
I feel like the first song I ever wrote, like, for sure was like that, just because, like, of everything that I was going through at the time that I, like, recorded my first song. And also I had just discovered, like, shortly before that I could scream.
How do you discover that?
Well,
It was like a boyfriend's car. Or
yeah, I
something.
was, like, in the car with my ex, and, like, we were listening to Hawthorne Heights, and then, like, I was just screaming along, and then he was like, "Oh, you could do that?" And I was like, "I guess, I don't know."
Yeah, it's
news
not.
to the both of you.
It's not something you can learn. I think it's just something you have in you or not.
Dan's tried.
I've tried for so long over the years. I've tried screaming along to Hawthorne Heights, and I just sound
Really?
terrible.
You couldn't do it?
No. I think it's something you're born with.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I also had to, like, figure out how to do it without hurting myself, because when I was doing it a lot, like, I would do shows and then be like, "Oh, I can't talk. This
Ooh.
hurts." You know?
Well,
So what, you shift from your head voice to your diaphragm?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He knows his stuff.
Vocal coach coming through.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, yeah, but also there's a place where you can scream here instead of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you
can, like,
find it?
Shift it. Practice.
Sick.
And you can feel it. Like when you feel like your sinuses are, like, rattling, that's when you're doing it right.
Wow.
Is this something you're taught, or do you like talk to Ollie Sykes about this on tour? Because when I saw
No.
them on,
We were both just like, our throats hurt.
okay, because I saw the Bring Me the Horizon show, and he screamed. I was like, I don't know how this guy's going to talk for the next month, and he had a show the next day.
We were both kind of fucked on that tour.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
But also, it was like everyone was sick on that tour. But yeah, we were just like hitting each other up, like, can you talk? Because I can't. Like, you know.
Can we go back to when you realized that the music is for everybody else and not just for you?
Yeah.
It's when you get messages from people saying it saved their life. But the story of you even starting music to begin with is because your friend passes, right? And you try to manage your emotions and...
Yeah, I just, like, needed a distraction, you know what I mean? 'Cause it was just, like, my best friend and, like, the person that I thought that I was, like, gonna end up with. So I was like, all right, but, like, I'm going through all this shit, and, like, sometimes when you lose someone, it's like you realize how important for real they are, and, like,
Yeah.
I was like,
You-
damn, I wish I could call him. I'm so sad right now. Like, not even, like, you know, I needed my best friend, you know, because I was so down bad. But I was just like, okay, I guess it's just gonna have to go back to me figuring out how to live, I guess, and how to make it through each day. And I wanted a distraction because also it's like, bro, like, I've seen so many people go down dark paths of, like, drugs. I don't know, like, what we can talk about on here, but
Yeah,
it's like it's so sad. Like, and I was kind of low-key scared because I was like, I need an escape, and I don't know what that's gonna be, but thank God it was music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's... When you look at what music can do for other people and what it's done for you, how do you even sit down to write a song for the first time?
Like the first session ever for
Yeah,
that?
yeah, or even the... I mean,
Cigarettes and Cartier. That's the
yeah.
first one you released, right?
Yeah. It was just like, I just went into it like, I'm gonna have fun or try, you know what I mean? And then I really enjoyed it. And so I was like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna make a video and put it out. And, like, he passed away, like, just like a little over a month before his birthday. So then I just dropped it on his birthday, like, as a little present.
do you still feel them around you?
Huh?
Do you believe in that? Do you feel them around you?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, all the time. And sometimes I'll, like, talk to, like, mediums and stuff to be like, I don't know. I don't know if that's real or
Validation.
not, but sometimes it'll, like, provide some sort of comfort, you know?
I haven't done that yet. I lost my best friend a year ago in like a couple
Really?
weeks. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It sucks. Grief is hard.
Dude, it's so hard.
Yeah. It doesn't ever go away.
I know.
It's rough.
It's the worst thing ever.
It's hard.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, that does, like, feeling someone around you doesn't really go away. And, like, there will be certain things in life that I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. He definitely, like, played a part in that. Like, I started doing creative direction for this clothing company, which is, like, just such a far-fetched thing that I was like, I'll do it at some point. You know what I mean? But it was like randomly the first clothing company that he ever modeled for. And I'm like, how did this fall into my lap for real? You know? Like,
That's like, you can't even argue that.
yeah.
Shit's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
He's around.
Dude, yeah, for sure.
Grief is definitely like weather, though. It's very different. Like, some days it's really sunny because the memories are super positive, and
Mhm.
the next is like a fucking hurricane.
Yeah.
And it's so true. You really don't know. And so you pick up the phone and you want to call him. Very hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, like, I'm really close with, like, his mom still. So, like, we can find comfort in that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really special.
Yeah. It's so sad, though, because his mom is, like, a therapist. And it's like, are you trying to, like, it's sad because she'll be trying to, like, use her own techniques on herself. And I'm like, bro, like, it's so heartbreaking to watch. But, yeah.
Therapy's helped you, though, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I stopped doing it for a long time, but I just started doing it again this year, actually.
Healthy. Me too. It's good shit.
Yeah, it's good. It's expensive, but
I
it's good.
know.
They need to fix the whole, like, they need to make it more accessible.
I mean,
'Cause-
my insurance doesn't cover shit.
Dude, right? And I have good insurance.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm like, come on, do
No.
something.
Cost me $20 to get a chunk taken out of my leg this morning. But to go to
Oh.
fucking
Oh
thanerapiy.
my God, what
you-
happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, a little biopsy thing. I'm talking about health because I need to force myself to do things, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, if I don't, like, talk about it, I'll just never do it.
Dude,
And
yeah.
I'll know it's a bad, like, I'll know I'm living with something bad, and I'll just,
Yeah.
like, fucking ignore it.
Yeah,
So I'm verbalizing it, so then I put action to the words.
I need to start doing that. Because I'll, like, tell myself in my head I need to do something and then just, like, not do it.
That's it's the story of my fucking life.
Dude, yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. What's your sign? Let me see. Wait, hold on.
I'm a Sag.
Oh, we don't have your sign in here. Usually we have your people's signs.
That's
You're
okay,
interesting.
I'm a Sag. I'm
so
a
is he.
Sagittarius. Really?
Yeah.
Do you know your moon and rising?
I know nothing about any of this.
Well,
When's your birthday? What's the date?
November 25th.
Okay, I'm December 12th. I feel like those birthdays aren't even close. They're like,
Okay, so first of all, let me tell you something.
okay.
You're a guy Sag. I feel like guy Sag. My dad's a guy Sag.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's dope.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
I mean, there's only like 2 signs that I don't really like.
Which ones?
I don't really get along with Virgos very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then
Not me.
Capricorns.
Got it. Not me. Got
Yeah.
it. Sick.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but I don't know. I think the guy Sagittariuses are usually pretty like chill and smart.
Yeah, it describes me pretty well.
Slay!
Yeah, I think you nailed that one.
I love that. I love that. Not me. I'm chaos. Can't relate.
By the way, you can listen to my Masochistic Mind. It's waiting for you on Amazon Music or wherever you stream your tunes. We're going to put a link in the description below. The name. Do you feel like you have a masochistic mind?
Bro, for sure. But I also, like, it's funny because I already named it that before I went through, like, a bunch of shit between, like, I guess during the fall, with my, like, partner. And, I put myself in, like, these thoughts that, I literally I'm just, like, a masochist with my thoughts. I just cause myself pain and I go down these spirals and I'm like, what if this? And then, yeah, that's like my big issue,
But you can get lost in that.
bro. So bad.
So how do you take that loss, or just mental loss, I guess, or just rabbit hole or whatever?
Mhm.
I mean, how do you turn that into a song?
I guess I just spiral and just let it consume me.
And then, okay,
Just
so
let it consume me.
so
yeah.
you're in it. How do we turn it into a record?
Yeah, I mean, I like to try and I mean, there's a lot of chaotic sounds on the record.
Oh yeah, I know.
So I just kind of, wanted to just hear whatever I was feeling and just live in it for a second. There's some songs on there that like aren't as chaotic, but it's definitely a lot of craziness. So yeah, I just tried to convey the way that I was feeling inside and like mentally into like a song.
and
It's like
correct
cathartic,
correct me if I'm wrong. The album's meant to listen to as a body of work and listen to it all together because it flows into one another.
Kinda.
It really does.
Well, the first 2 for
Mhm.
sure. 'Cause
It's
we
really
we
nice.
did that on purpose. but
What,
the other ones are like,
but like, there's still a sonic, like, there's a sonic tie between every one.
thanks. I was feeling like it was kind of like all over the place, honestly. And I was like kind of nervous. So I'm really glad to hear that like you feel that way.
Maybe it's just you, right? Like, you are the sonic
Yeah,
tie too.
maybe.
How do you know what songs deserve a scream and what songs don't?
That's a good question. Honestly, I think it just depends on the energy of it, the energy of the song. Like, for example, Transcendence, like the production on it is so like drivey and like spooky that it's like, okay, let's build it up. And like, I feel like I need to add like a scream to like kind of push the sound to convey like, I don't know, the emotion or whatever thought I was feeling that day, or yeah.
How do you know a song like that's done?
Whenever I feel like it, like I feel like so many of my friends, and I watch this and it like I feel so bad because my friends will go in these like loopholes and they'll be like, bro, like it needs this, it needs that, it needs that. I'm like, no, dude, like don't listen to it for like 3 weeks, come back and listen to it and then make changes. Because if you start, your ears are going to be so tired. You're not even going to know. Like when you start hearing something over and over again, it's like you can't even tell what you're listening to anymore.
No, you need fresh ears.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
What I think 14 Needles is my favorite song on the album.
Really?
Yeah. What's the story behind that one?
Well, the lyrics are like 14 needles in my face, I can take it, only one bitch in the race, I can make it. And it's kind of like a bad bitch song. It's like my only like bad bitch song on the album. And I was just kind of like, I guess I was kind of feeling myself that day a little bit. But I just wanted to make something that people could listen to and like feel like, I don't know.
Like a bad bitch.
Yeah, like a bad bitch.
Maybe that's what happened when I listened to it.
Yeah, I love that. That's why you like it.
You're gonna get a face tattoo?
You love being a bad bitch.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Good one. Do you have any tattoos?
No, but like the whole time you've been here,
Just get a face tat.
I've just been staring at you like I wish I looked like that.
No way.
Like I wake up like I want the tattoos. I want to be able to do all this, but I'm just afraid to do anything.
I wish we had the
my God.
technology to put them all on you right now to see how ridiculous you look with them.
I probably
Oh
look
my God,
great.
you wouldn't. You would look so good.
I know. But
I dare you.
I know what you're doing because I watched an interview and you convinced Maggie to get her eyebrow pierced the same way you're trying to convince me to get a tattoo, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I convinced Maggie to do a lot of things. Yeah, I love making my friends do crazy shit. It's so fun to watch. And also, like, bro, YOLO. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, get a face tat. Who cares?
What's the story behind the eyelid ones? Like, which tattoo of yours was the biggest commitment? Like, the neck one, the spider on the neck is pretty noticeable. And then the eyelids are probably not fun to do.
I went through a phase. I was just doing chaotic shit all the time for no reason. But I just thought it looked cool, honestly.
Well, nothing's for no reason. What was going on parallel to all that?
I was partying a lot. Yeah.
What else?
For the eyelids or just like all of them?
I mean, the neck is wild. Neck's insane.
I was in New York
It's so
visiting
painful.
my sister because it was like after I moved here. And I was like out with some of my friends, definitely doing things that we weren't supposed to be doing. And then I walked into this tattoo shop because my friend wanted something like small on her ankle. And I'm like, okay, cute. I walk in, he's like, you know, it looks so good on you because I already had like the side ones. He was like, you should put a spider in the middle. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then he was like, I'll do it for free if you let me take a picture of it. And I'm like, all right. And then I just did it.
How old are you?
Probably like 20.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm so silly. What am I doing?
Looks cool.
Thanks.
You look amazing.
In what ways do people judge you for your looks? Because I'm sure people like
Dude,
think you're.
it's so annoying.
Yeah, because you're the nicest person in the world, but I'm sure people look at you and they don't think that.
Yeah, people think that I'm so scary. It's
Yeah.
so funny. Even Maggie like will joke with me and be like, you know, people tell me all the time, like you'll walk into a room and like they'll be like, oh, I was expecting you to be like a bitch or like scary or something, and then you walk in and it's like, huh? Like I'm the silly, goofy one. I don't know. Bro, people in suits scare me. People with no tattoos scare me. Gonna have nightmares tonight about it too. Shit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Where was I going with this? What were we talking about?
I mean, we're talking about tattoos. We've been jumping all over the place.
We've been jumping all over the place.
I like it.
Yeah, I just feel like getting tattoos is just such a silly concept. Silly is the word of the day.
It is art, though. You are art.
Thanks. You guys are gassing me up in here.
Do you see yourself as that?
As
art?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. Because I feel like also a lot of my tattoos like are kind of more of like a memory of the moment. Like I remember every single moment that I got tattooed, but not necessarily all of them are because they look cool or like because they have like some deep meaning. Like it's like a little like journal or diary or something. Like this one is a stick and poke that says keep it up on my hand, and I got it at a photo shoot. And I'm like, that was a really fun day. And then like I have one like on my leg of like my friend, his name, like he put his name on my leg and I put my name on his leg, and then he like passed away, and I'm like, I'll cherish that moment literally forever. It's the shittiest tattoo of all time.
Yeah, but it's special.
Yeah, it's like
it's the most special.
That's like why I'm just kind of like, all right, bet, like let me just get tattoos in the moment that like remind me of the moment that I'm in. And that's the tattoos that I love the most, and that's what makes me happy about tattoos. Like the fragile one on my face is for like my favorite song on my like first EP. Like, and I'm like, cool, I want to remember that EP forever because it was like a fun process, and I don't know, I just like that song. Oh my God.
What from that EP did you put into music that's still in your music today?
I don't know. I think that something about me is just I'm a very like in the moment person, and I think I'm also very experimental. Like I feel like with album 1 I finally found my sound, or like the sound that I want to lean into. But also, bro, like I'm putting out an acoustic EP, after this. So it's like I feel like the experimental element is something that will always and forever stick with me. Like, I think trying new things is what keeps me being an artist. Like, I guess that's what you classify as an artist, is like someone who isn't chasing a trend, which we see every fucking day, and it's so annoying and so tired, and it's like, bet, like every song sounds the same. Like, who are the artists that you look up to? And it's like, oh, the ones that like make shit that sounds different than everything else. Like, artists that I love are like X, who like his shit didn't sound like anyone else. Like Peep, he like his shit didn't sound like anyone else. A lot of people, and it's like these are people who like change the game and like create a new lane. Even like Cardi, you know what I mean? Like everyone's opium core now, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I want to start doing things that I look up to, which is just like, or continue to do things that I look up to, which is just like doing something different, you know?
Can you describe what is opium core?
Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the Destroy Lonely, like, Homicide Gang, like, all them, like, it's like giving Kanye, but a little more apocalyptic, I guess.
Got it. Who do you, or how do you choose who you make music with?
Oh, I only make music with people that, like, I really like as individuals. But also, all my collaborations were just, like I've talked about this a few other times. Like, all my collaborations kind of just, like, fell into my lap. I hate, like, reaching out to people. I've started doing it a little more lately. I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. But
that's a common thread here. When you do that, good things happen.
Right. But scary, because what if they're like, oh, you suck?
Well, it's okay.
It's fine. That happened to me recently. I was like, oh my God, like, well, not that specifically. I was like, we should hang or make a song with someone. And it was a dude. And they were like, yeah, let's hang. And I'm like, ugh, you have something else going. Like,
Yeah,
you want
different
something else.
motive.
Yeah. I'm like, never mind. I'm not going to respond to you. That's annoying in the industry too. Yuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we were going. We were jumping around. I have ADHD so bad.
I like it.
And I'm unmedicated for that. So
I feel that.
it's silly.
My masochistic mind is waiting for you. Stream it on Amazon Music.
Yeah.
It's silly.
It's so silly.
What do you think?
I don't even know what that means. Like having
Silly?
a No, I know what silly means. No, tell me what silly means.
Having a masochistic mind?
Yeah, I don't even know I don't even know that word.
Okay, so do you know the word masochist?
Brief?
Let's
yeah.
break it down.
Okay, let's break it down.
Okay.
You inflict pain on yourself.
Masochist is like, well, no.
What is it?
Masochist, you
dumb.
can be receiving pain.
Okay, yeah,
You're
you
putting yourself in positions to receive pain.
That's it. That's it.
Right. I put myself in positions to receive pain by letting myself go down rabbit holes of being like, what if this? Or like, this is the worst thing ever. And so is this. And then I just like continue to think about it. And then I also sometimes put myself in positions to like get hurt mentally or whatever, you know?
Do you learn from any of that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now, I feel like it took me a while to start learning from it.
But a part of you likes putting yourself in those positions, right? Because that's a masochist.
Right. Yeah.
So even though you learn, you still do it.
Yeah. 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 Definitely the course of making the album, I was doing it for sure.
Listen to it. It's
Yeah.
waiting for you. Final thoughts?
Can you talk, what's fear God about?
I don't know. It's kind of like what it sounds like. Sometimes I fear God judging moments I forgot. Like, you know, it's kind of like sometimes I'll have moments where I'm like, okay, what is after life, you know? Or like, you know, just exploring spirituality. And sometimes it's like, shit, if there's a heaven or hell, I'm scared that he's going to judge me and I am going to be burning for all of eternity. Like, that's for real what the song is about. I'm just like, am I a bad person, you know, in that song, kind of.
What leads you to think that? Or is it a collection of things?
It's a collection of things. You know, I feel like, bro, everyone makes mistakes in life. And, like, everyone does things that are, like, frowned upon or, like, you know, in the Bible, I guess, like, there's, like, things that are, like, sins or whatever. It's like, bro, everyone's doing that shit, you know? Are we all gonna burn in hell for eternity? Who knows? Maybe. See y'all down there.
Yeah.
Shit.
See you there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Thanks.
You did talk about this new acoustic project. That's a change.
That is a change.
How do we get
Big
there?
shift.
Yeah.
Well, I went through like a hard time with a relationship. We like weren't together for like 4 months. And we're like trying shit again. But I was like super heartbroken, but I totally did it to myself, bro. And then I had like all these like acoustic things that he sent me, cuz we actually worked together on a lot of stuff. Like he worked on the whole album. And he sent me a bunch of acoustic stuff, and when I was just like super down bad, I was like, I want to write, I want to make songs. And so I just made a bunch of songs like on my phone.
To what he sent you?
Huh?
To what he sent you?
Yeah, to like the acoustic stuff. And then like we ended up like building some stuff around it, and like I recorded with a couple other people during that period of time. And it's definitely the most honest, like vulnerable, like on the nose lyrically type shit that I've ever done. And I didn't think I was even gonna put it out because I kind of make music sometimes just like as my own form of therapy. But I like it a lot, so I'm just like, you know what, I can do whatever I want, so I'm just gonna put it out.
What is it like to sort through feelings caused by someone who's helping you make the songs that are sorting through the feelings?
Oh my God. Well, we're like, it's complicated because like, I mean, we've been like on and off for like almost 2 years, and before like I met him because he was like producing some of my music.
Is this No Love?
Yeah.
Okay.
In like the beginning. How'd you know?
I just kind of put the
You just
pieces
guessed.
together, yeah.
We just finally started like posting each other on Instagram like that. But yeah, 2 years of being private about it. And then yeah, I mean, we started out as just like collaborators, and then we became like best friends. We became super close. And then, bro, I was making Purge with Willow, and she was like, "You have something going on." And we were like, "Yuck. No, we don't." Like, ugh, no, we don't. And then like a couple weeks later, we were like, was she right? Was she onto something? And then she was, bro. She was onto something. And then, yeah, we were like together for a while. And then I guess the beginning of last year, which I didn't even realize like why I was like pushing him away, but it was all like rooted back to like the person that I lost in 2020, which was like the person that I thought that I was going to end up with. And there's this, you know, people don't talk about like what happens after loss. They talk about the grief, but they don't talk about the moving on or like moving forward in life, which is, I guess, what I have been going through this whole past year, which is also what the Acoustic Project touches on a lot. But it's just like I felt so guilty, feeling almost like I'm replacing someone. But I had to come to terms with the fact that, like, I'm not replacing anyone. It's a completely different scenario. They're completely different people. Yeah. And, yeah, I just, like, pushed him away because I was like, damn, like, am I, like, damn near, like, cheating on someone who's dead? Even though we weren't, like, together like that. But, I just, like, felt bad, you know?
It's understandable.
Yeah. Anyway, then I, like, came to terms with it and was like, you know, I'm going through going to therapy and, like, figured this out. And, like, I really want to try this and, like, be with you. And he was like, damn, you put me through so much pain. I don't know if I want to do that. And so then I was sad, and then I wrote the Acoustic Project.
And now?
And we're trying again. But, like, we're good. Everything's fine.
Beautiful.
And wonderful and happy, which is great because I don't know how things would have been. But while we were not together during those months, we were still, like, working on music. Like, everything was fine.
Healthy.
We're very responsible and, like, adult.
Cool.
Even though I was, like, crying.
It's okay.
It's fine.
That's how it works.
We were getting work done as I was crying.
And that's what matters, kind of.
Yeah.
There's
sometimes
growth
you just
in
have to
tears.
boss up and just get work done.
I just feel like it could be kind of awkward or uncomfortable
Yeah.
if you're at the studio with this person every day.
Yeah. Writing songs about, like, how sad I am. And he's just like...
He's like, yeah, it's good.
He's like, great take. And I'm just like, thanks.
You got to listen to all the music.
Yeah.
Follow Siiickbrain on any platform that houses music. But Amazon Music's waiting for you in the description. You good?
I have one more question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the modeling industry?
Oof. Well, I'm kind of retired, but I'm starting to get back into it a little bit. It's awful. It's so bad, bro. I mean, like, the music industry definitely has, like, terrible things too. Like, bro, the shit that people say about the modeling industry is just not all, but, like, there's a lot of truth to it, bro. Like, the people telling people, luckily, like, my agents that, like, I still work with and, like, the agency that I'm with, love them. They're great, you know? But, bro, I've definitely had really, really, really bad experiences with photographers that are terrifying. And I also, like, have watched so many people, so many close friends that I have made through the modeling industry have to go on soup diets and have to, you know, go to casting calls where it's like, bro, like, why do you have to do, like,
Weird shit
in your casting? It's whack. I'm just to a point where I'm just like, all right, I get any, like, weird vibe, I'm just, like, out now.
More people should be talking about that though, because it's unfair. And
Bro, it's so gross. And also the music industry too. Like the motives. Like even the thing where I was like, yeah, I DM'd this dude and was like, oh, like we should, like obviously I get it. Like you're trying to, you have a different motive, fine. But I'm not going to talk to you because like, obviously I'm in a relationship, but also like, yuck. Like if I think someone's talented and I want to work with them, like show some fucking respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm an artist too. I'm not just a girl who like has boobs, you know?
Why are you getting back into modeling if you got out of it for a while?
That's a good question. But I feel like it's because I do miss like the fashion aspect. Like I do like being involved in fashion. I do like the art. I just also know that in this period of my life where I'm like, bet like someone starts to give me a weird vibe, I'm out.
Yeah, you're gone.
For sure, bro. I know that I can like confidently go into it knowing that I'm adult enough to keep myself protected. When I was not adult enough to keep myself protected when I was younger. I would be in scary situations. I would just sit there, bro. Cause like, what are you gonna do? I'm like a very petite, like small girl. Like even though I look scary, like I'm not about to really be able to defend myself like that. Like I've had really, really bad situations where like very large dudes try and do scary shit, and it's just like, all right, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
No one can see me. No one can hear me. It's like, all right.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's crazy. We all go through it. Literally, almost every single model has been through some crazy shit like that.
More people should be talking about it though. That's disgraceful.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But we're all just trying to not destroy our careers or like not, you know, end opportunities. You know, it's like you speak out about this shit. Obviously, I'm just like, whatever now. But it's like, bro, it's scary as fuck to be like, yeah, like this person made me feel this way. This person made me feel that way. Or like this person did this person did that. Because there's always the group of people that's like, that person's problematic now for like saying that. Or like, that person like, you know.
It's fucked up.
It's like that person's going to say some crazy shit that like no one knows if it's true or not. It's like.
But do you feel like you're established enough now and you have a name so you can kind of speak your mind and people can't really blackmail you for it?
I mean, no, I'm always scared I'm going to get like, someone's going to try and tear my career down. But it's like, bro, go for it. There's like, I know the truth, you know? And it's like, you want to try that? That's on you. That's your karma. But like, I'm just going to do the best I can with what I can. And I'm going to just try and continue to be like a good person and try and continue to like protect myself in like whatever ways that I can and like make whatever moves I can make. And I mean, shit, that's all we can do.
But did the modeling industry teach you how to be comfortable in front of the camera? Because your music videos are fucking
for sure.
sick.
Yeah.
Like, so
thankful
cool
for that.
Yeah.
And also like, bro, I was in the modeling industry for a reason. Like I do like the fashion. I like the art. I like shooting. I think it's fun. But like, yeah, there's like some hurdles there sometimes. Also, I'm so short, and that was so annoying. I would get like cut from jobs because of my height. Just like, ugh, sad.
Fuck them. You do it on your terms.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your honesty and time today.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. You're incredibly talented and a
Thank
great
you.
energy.
Thank you.
My masochistic mind is waiting for you. Click the link in the description below. You good?
Yep.
Siiickbrain, everybody.
Hey, thanks, guys.